And a first pitch fastball at 96. He will live there.
And so it's getting hit around a little bit. They moved him around to a two-seamer.
Gonzalez lifts this one deep to right field, and that is gone. What a way to start the game for Ole Miss. A Jacob Gonzalez leadoff shot. His fourth of the season.
That's an example of that four-seamer. You keep it straight no matter how hard it is. It'll turn around just as quick. Jacob Gonzalez with 12 home runs last year as a true freshman starts it off in a big way tonight.
You know, Mike Bianco switched things up a little bit. Peyton Chatinier had been in the leadoff spot. He decides to put Gonzalez up there, and 2 home runs on the season. And he sends a line drive into left field. Leadoff single for Rambush. They gave him a start as a DH, and he mashes this one deep to center field. Bench will watch it fly. That's what he does. Teixeira bombs it away to straightaway center, and Auburn's got the lead.
You know, Tommy, I don't know what John Gaddis was thinking, but you don't throw a center cut fastball to this guy, Sonny Teixeira, or that happens. He'll hurt your feelings real quick. That ball was right down the middle with some leverage, and Sonny Teixeira, my goodness, that ball is hammered.
That's a 432-foot blast. And that one in the dirt on strike 3, and Justin Bench will reach on what was the 3rd consecutive strikeout for Mason Barnett. Yanks it to the right side. It gets past Carlson. Bench around 3rd. They're going to wave him home. The throw never comes. And Ole Miss has tied this on a 1-out single from Hayden Leatherwood.
Well, when you got 97 in your back pocket, you can afford to throw a lot of off speed. There's a changeup that just hangs in the eyes of Hayden Leatherwood. He rips it to the right field to tie the game up, but that's a nice piece of hitting. Just stay on the ball. That ball didn't drop at all.
And he launches it into center off a 93 two-seamer. It's towards the fence, and that one is gone. Burford's first home run. It's a 2-run shot. Evident the Rebels are sitting dead red.
Yeah, and it's just flat, Tom. And again, that's what Butch Thompson talked to us about Mason Barnett yesterday. I mean, you know, they've tried to make it a two-seamer where it starts to move a little bit and it ends up in a different spot than where the hitter thinks it's going to be. But if you're throwing that four-seamer at 94, 95 miles an hour, but it's straight and over the plate.
Yes, sir.
Saves time, doesn't it?
That's right. Brody Moore with a leadoff single. Hits for 2 of the last 3 batters for Auburn. Let's give you a spin around the SEC. Ground ball through the right side. Dial's got a knock. 2 on with nobody out. On Sunday afternoon in the finale. Fly ball to left. Well hit. Leatherwood chasing. It's over his head and up against the fence. Moore has scored. Dial coming down the line. And Auburn strikes back. It's a 2-run double for Blake Rambush.
How about Gabe Gross pushing all the right buttons early in this game? Bunts the guys over to second and third. Blake Rambush already with a base hit in the first inning and scored. Comes up big in the second with another 2 RBI single to tie this game at 4.
Punched out on a high breaking ball, much to Carlson's dismay, but something Gaddis was desperate for. It looks like it launch a space shuttle from in there. So they had plenty of looks at it, plenty of.
See if the umpire reacts.
Breaking ball hit well deep to right center field. This one is off the fence in front of the frat guys, and it eludes Howell. McCants motors to third. They're bringing him home. The throw goes to third, and Elko is out there. Tim Elko with an RBI double, but out trying to stretch it. You know what? He may have gotten thrown out. That's a pretty good sign for his knee that he tried it.
There's a lot going on right here. TJ McCants gets the 3-2 curveball, lays off of it, goes to first. Elko with the opposite field ball in the gap. TJ McCants slowed up. He stopped to wait to see if it was going to be caught, so he was late getting to the plate. They make the right play. RBIs, or is it luck? And of course, Bush is never going to point to luck, but that's got to change, you know. And yeah, I do buy into that, and I think it does change. You know, the one-run games, you know, come back and get you. And last year it did. I mean, you know, they won 10 games, could have won 20.
The 2-2. Curveball in for strike 3. Beautiful pitch by John Gaddis. He has struck out 4.
Leagues and making more money is almost double than those out of high school.
Gonzalez rides another one deep to center field. Hal back. He hit another one. Jacob Gonzalez with his second home run this game. And Ole Miss extends its lead on the road at Auburn. He came in with 3 home runs in the season. Mike Bianco puts him in the 1 hole, and he's gone yard twice and drawn a walk.
This guy can really swing it. Turns a fastball around in the first inning. Here we are in the 4th inning. Gets the curveball, lefty on lefty matchup. So as the hitter, you see it up in your eyes, but you can pick up the spin and know where it's going to end up. Jacob Gonzalez puts a charge into that one into right field.
Baseball salads we got. Got the mullets kicking. We got Bleach going. Chatnier rips this one down in the corner. And he'll go into second with his second hit of the game. Played in the secondary for the Patriots. Curveball swing and a miss. Got by the catcher. Going to be tough to throw him out from the backstop. And the inning continues for Ole Miss. Half, then 3. And it just the tediousness of walking on the treadmill. Throw to second. That's a stolen base. Here comes Chatnier from third. Throw there is wide. And Ole Miss adds another. Up at Ole Miss. Swing and a miss. Got him chasing the breaking ball. Second K for Skipper. Those roommates. So he was a shoulder to lean on during Elko's injury. That's a fair ball down the line. Into the corner for Dial to find after a couple of bounces. And Reagan Burford has another extra base hit. This feels like, from a scoring standpoint, a Sunday afternoon. And Skipper puts that one in the tailbone of Jacob Gonzalez.
Call the shift. If the coaches are calling the shift, and all of a sudden he hits this, we can finish that later.
Oh, the throw was wide. It's going to bring 1 run home, and now maybe 2. That throw gets away. Headed to second is McCants. And it all came unraveled for Auburn. It's now a 5-run Ole Miss lead.
Well, remember, Carlson's only making his 5th start over there at second base, and this is a little bit of the yips right there. I mean, you know, when you're on the left side of the field and you've got to let it rip with your arm, you have a tendency to be more accurate. But at second base, when you can take something off of the throw.
Elko lays off. Can play some backup shortstop. Was the extra catcher during the COVID year, and he bangs that one through on the left side. It's a multi-hit game for Bench. Ole Miss up 5 with 2 on and 2 out as McCants comes home to score. And there's ball 4, bases loaded. Leatherwood is 1 for 3. Throw behind the runner, and it goes into center field. Second error of the game by the catcher, Wyatt. Dumped into right field. Dunhurst will score. It'll be a long single for Hayden Leatherwood. To short. That'll close a disaster of an inning. 6 runs on 3 hits. Breaking ball hammered deep right field. Drifting back McCants. That one is gone. Solo shot for Dial, his 4th home run of the season.
That's where they tell you not to throw it against a left-handed hitter for whatever reason. That low and in ball just looks too good, and there's only one way it can go if you get the barrel on it, and that's up and out, and Ryan Dial puts a charge into that one.
Pokes it to the left side, and that one finds a hole. Back-to-back hits for Auburn. Up the middle. Handled it short by Gonzalez and had a double clutch, and he's safe. You talked about taking your at-bats seriously. That includes hustling down the line. Second before he struck out in the fourth. Sanford transfer. That one had some wicked spin on it, and it stays alive. Howell will head to third. Land has already scored.
Tough.
Off the side of the mound, Gonzalez goes the short way to end the inning. We've seen a little bit of everything in this one tonight. Fought off into shallow right. That's dumped over Chatnier's head. And the first hit of the night for Brooks Carlson. Johnson, no thanks.
Yeah, and I was a left-handed hitter, so that didn't help.
Payoff pitch. And there for strike three called, and Ole Miss starts SEC play with a 13-6 victory over Auburn.